Hi, everybody. This is Bill with NotaryCoach.com. It's Sunday evening, and I'm recording the weekly MOREcast follow-up from last week a little bit early because the signing schedule for the next 3 days, the last 3 days of the month, are a little bit hectic. So I'd like to do this now so I'm not completely rushed tomorrow as we're doing this. So I'm just going to recap. Every Monday, I send out the weekly MOREcast video. This is the follow-up to the goals I set out on January 22nd last week. So I just want to kind of touch base on that. The first thing is I got my tooth taken care of at the end of last week. So although it was a little bit rough for me during the week, we still got a lot done. We had a very productive week. And one of the things that I had mentioned before is that as a self-employed mobile notary and signing agent, without a spouse that has insurance or some other means to insurance, it can actually be kind of difficult to find the type of insurance program that you need. So that was part of the challenge that I had. I have insurance. I have some weird stipulations because it's just kind of the way that we go as self-employed. So I had asked a question. I got lots of great feedback. I actually found an expert who can talk to us about the options that you have as a self-employed mobile notary. That's coming up in February as a Thrive Live webinar to the students of the Sign and Thrive Notary Training course. So I'm really looking forward to that. So get some of my questions asked, and actually I'm sure a lot of you have questions as well. The signing schedule is the other thing that I talked about. It was pretty crazy. Thursday was the last day of the month for refinances. We were able to knock those out. Got a lot of last minute signings. Every now and then with escrow officers that I have a current relationship with, I will pop in every now and then. Sometimes I pop in physically in person if I'm in the area. Sometimes I'll send an email or a text. And whether or not I'm actually really doing a signing there, or if I just happen to be in the area, whatever it is, I'll send them an email or just say, hey, I was working in the area, thought I'd pop in and just say hello. And I'm so glad that I did that last week. I ended up getting a very last minute signing. So that just added to the bottom line for the week and reconnected with an escrow officer I hadn't done too many signings for lately. So it really worked out, and I highly recommend that you find a creative and unique and unobtrusive way to do that. What am I reading right now? We talked about this a little bit. I read lots of books, so this is just one of the ones that I have going on right now, guys. This is called Principles by Ray Dalio. One of the most respected individuals in the investing world. He finally put a book out about his principles, and it is it's a slow read for me because it's pretty powerful stuff. But I highly recommend that if you're looking for some guidance in building in your dream life. One of the good takeaways that I have about it is that having a vision for your life of who you want to become versus who you are makes all the difference. It helps you make your day-to-day decisions. We all know that to make a decision as a successful business person, it might look different than where you're possibly heading right now. So just keep that in mind, or take a look at that book if you'd like. I'll put a link to it down below in the comments. Other stuff I'm loving this week, actually I love all the time now. I talked to you about the G2 pens before, but my new favorite pen right now is the Tool retractable medium set. I have these on auto subscribe from Amazon. So every month I get a new case of 12 pens. So I'm always fully stocked and ready to go as far as signings go. The customers love these pens too, so they do tend to walk off a lot, but they write so smooth and glide, it really helps the signings go quickly. So some of the other goals that I had was to write the email content for the new campaign that I'll be starting for soliciting new escrow officers across the country. We've got the phase 1 written. I'll keep you posted on those, guys. Remember, I'm going full transparency here. I'm sharing my journey with the students of the Sign and Thrive course in particular. They get to see the details and the success or the flops as it comes out, but I'll share kind of the results with everybody who can see me on YouTube. The other thing that's been on the list for the last couple times is create the Google application for Sign and Thrive students. For any student that wants to participate and become a signer for me across the country as we expand, there'll be a special application and special requirements. To do that, I'll get that written and taken up. We've already kind of launched, and we're going forward in California and Washington and Oregon, and we've had great success, and I'm real excited to share that opportunity with the students of the Sign and Thrive course. We're also going to do, I have to complete, or it was on the list to complete the ID signature and module for the Sign and Thrive course. That's still not done. It probably won't get done until next week. Write another 5,000 words for the book. I actually had to reread all the 30,000 words I've already written just so I could remember what I had written. And then this week, moving forward, I'll probably hit that full steam and be back on track with that. One of the other goals for last week was to optimize some of the lowest performing videos that I have on Facebook. And I did that by having them transcribed through rev.com. That was a great service that I highly recommend. It costs about $1 a minute to do so, but I've already seen triple and quadruple viewership on some of the lower videos. And the reason I share that with you is even though you might not be putting out videos about training how to do this, you might find another unique and creative way to add value to your clientele and drive traffic to your website by posting videos or blogs or something along those lines. So all of this matters at some point in your business, especially if you want to stand out from the crowd. So keep that in mind as you're hearing this. It's not just ramblings and worthless information. All of this can be taken and applied maybe in a different way to your business, hopefully. The other huge thing is Tyler Botsford's our in-house marketing expert from Green Monkey Marketing, and he delivered a great webinar last week about local search and SEO optimization for to help get your Google presence increased. I've got that uploaded. That was one of my goals, to get it uploaded to the course. So now it's not only in the private Facebook group, but it's also uploaded to the Sign and Thrive Notary training course. And then, of course, for personal, continue with the gym regimen, which has been helping a lot. Even with the bad tooth last week, I made it 3 or 4 days of the week, which really helps, guys. Energy is huge in this business. There is a very good chance that you are probably working a full-time job as you start your new mobile notary and signing agent business. You might even have a family. You might have other stuff going on, other projects that you're passionate about, or that you have going on. Maybe you play on the team, whatever it is. You're going to need your energy. And, I don't pretend like I like going to the gym. I've told you guys before, it's one of my biggest struggles, not a passion of mine. But when I do go, it helps my whole body energize. And more importantly, it helps my brain. And when you're doing as many projects as you will probably do in this, and like me, I've got a signing company that does national signings and local signings. I'm doing signings myself on a lot of them. And I've got the training course on top of that. And I've got a few other little projects that I'm balancing in there too. Having energy at the end of the day or throughout the day to make that stuff happen is absolutely critical. And you're going to start hearing a lot more on generating energy from me as we progress in this year, because it's a huge focus of mine. And that, my friends, is it today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to chat about this stuff, you can feel free to leave a comment below the video, or you can send me an email to orders@notarycoach.com. And of course, if you're within the course, you can even send me a text message or set up a coaching call as well. Thanks, guys. Happy signing. I hope you have a great week.